So hey, congratulations, closing night of IFFLA. I mean, how does it feel for you tonight?
Feels awesome, yeah, and been here, very hospitable festival. A bunch of nice people, Christina, Meena, Anvita running this show, so Tuli. So feels great to be here.
Now, how did you feel about the reception for your film at this festival for yourself overall?
Well, this, to be honest, is the first screening we had ever. So outside of the film, outside of the people who were responsible for making this film, the first time. So it was very exciting, and we had all the right reactions at the right moment. And so it's been good so far.
Now, when you crafted the story, were you crafting the story in your mind as an espionage story or something else?
As an espionage story, of course.
Yeah.
But an espionage story done from the point of view of a man who's not in the business of espionage. You could call him an aspirant, but if he didn't have his own handicaps. But what I wanted to do was something what Eric Ambler as a novelist has done over the course of, that you take a fish out of the pond and tell the story of that fish within the pond of within an ocean of espionage. Like, how would you do that? So that was something I was trying. Yeah.
Now, what actually inspired you to basically bring in, the handicap of deafness into a film like this? Because that's always a challenge for any filmmaker.
I think it's a combination of several things. One, I was hanging around a lot at a cafe near my house after I made my first film, because I was jobless after my first film, though I was working for a very big studio. And the cafe across the street employed deaf-mute waiters who would take their orders. So, and around the cafe, there was a lot of conversation or the conspiracy theories about which movie is happening in the town and who's signing which film. So I just started imagining this thing in my head. If one of these deaf waiters is an aspirant actor or a director, how would they start perceiving it or utilize this whole information which is floating around, which they can't hear, but of course they have eyes. And from that, at some point, it took a diversion and went into the world of espionage and how that would come about, and that's what it was.
Most excellent. And one more thing before I let you go, because this is you could correct me wrong, your first feature film directing?
It's my third feature film directing, but first feature film producing.
So how was that overall experience? Because now you can't go back.
It's you can go back for sure. But each time you start something, you feel nervous. For me, the most nervous part of any film is what are you going to do on that day and how are you going to make the day within the budget, within the time given. It's like, you've given one competition exam in your life doesn't mean that for the next one you won't feel nervous. So it's the same experience or the same nervous energy which works at the same time all over again.
Well, that's how I watch your film, with a lot of nervousness, because you kept on making me guess what's going to happen next.
Okay. Thank you so much, Gig.
Thank you. Appreciate it.